Yeah, I know, I'm 2 days late. Okay, give me a break. I've been very busy now. I've just been going through all sorts of shit. I've had to been working on our movies and stuff, because the leaves are going to start falling off completely and snow's going to go down. I need to get this done before the shots screw up. And for reasons of those who have seen the new Around the Town video by Cool Duder, you will know exactly why, but I'm not going to tell you. You can figure it out for yourself. Go check that video out. It's in my favorites. But right now, I am going to review the film Violent Shit 3, also known as Zombie Doom. I know what you're thinking. This isn't the case for the movie. But here, look. Ah. Yes, I finally resorted to renting. I'm running out of horror movies. I have a lot of horror movies, but I've reviewed a lot of them in the other videos I've done, like before this whole thing started. But, yes, I rented this from Generation X, the best video rental store ever. One of a kind. Kitchener. Or, not Kitchener. Waterloo. Located down the street from King Street. Just, I don't know the exact location. Well, I know where it is, but I don't know what streets are called. Anyhow, their logo is mind candy for your intellectual sweet tooth. No joke. So that just proves it's the best video rental store ever. And they don't have anything normal. And they have so much business. It's like half of it's horror, half of it's monster, kaiju. The other stuff's just like really obscure stuff. They have like all the old stuff from, and that's why they're awesome. All the low budget stuff. You can find pretty much anything there that no one knows about. But yeah, enough about Generation X, even though they are awesome and have a cool logo. But, I guess I'll start talking about the movie Violent Shit 3. I have not seen the other installments in the Violent Shit trilogy, so I do not know how this movie compares to those, but I can tell you exactly what I thought about it individually. Overall, it was very gory. The gore was well done, but for some reason it lacked something, and I don't know what it was. I know this is a low-budget movie, but it just felt too much like something. It just felt like something was lacking. Like, there was gore, I was happy with the gore, but something about it just sort of made it feel like a sitcom. Like, it wasn't the way it was shot, just sort of like the lighting and just sort of the atmosphere of the film, like, sort of like, that sort of pale, sort of almost like a baby bluish feeling to the whole film in general. And the way it was reasonably well edited, but there were just some things that seemed like they didn't get the shots they needed, and they didn't realize that until they got to the editing process, which is understandable. That's happened to me before. I've had to, like, fix stuff and, like, go or tweak it. But it just seemed like that happened a fair amount in this film, and there were a lot of little, like, there would be a really good scene, and then something would happen that would take away from it. Like the little animal or something that the Carl the Butcher like sends after something. It's like a little handheld thing, but the animation on that was pretty much nothing more than, stop frame animation. With just like a little toy. You could see it's like like, I don't know why they even put that in. It really didn't have anything to do with the plot. It looked like ass, so they could have easily just taken it out. But I guess they didn't. It did look like an action figure too. Like, you see shots of it climbing up someone, you just don't have the top climbed in, and it's just sort of like, sort of turning, not really climbing, it's just going like, I don't really know. It was a good movie aside from scenes like that, but it did just lack something. The ending was conclusive but unsatisfying for a trilogy. Like, imagine if the Star Wars series had just ended with that Death Star being blown up and people just flying away. Like, not having that thing at the end, like, where, like, they go back to, like, see the Ewoks. I know I'm making a Star Wars reference, but that's all I could think of. It would be like if that happened and everyone just flew away and there was really, like, one high five of celebration. That's really what this was like. I really don't know what to say about this film. It's called, the alternate title is Zombie Doom, but there really aren't that many zombies in it. Okay, well, I guess I'll talk a bit more about the actual plot, because I've told you everything I sort of dislike about it. The film follows a group of 3 people who have, for some reason, gone off to this island. I don't remember why. But these 3 people go from their boat to an island, and they are discovered by a group of militia people who's got like this huge camp, and we find out that they are run by the infamous Carl the Butcher. So pretty much what happens, they have this thing every year where it's called a pig hunt, where they send a bunch of traders or people off into the woods, and all these people have to go like kill them. So that they send the 3 people off, and including this one guy who's like a ninja, who I guess betrayed them, but they're giving him a second chance to survive by him going on this pig hunt. So he goes with them, and they end up in the woods. There's some zombies, there's some more ninjas, and people get killed in violent ways. And that's really all I can say. There's nothing more to the plot than that. It's about as thick, as a cinema snob would say, as thick as Kool-Aid. This proves that gore itself cannot hold a film. I'll admit gore is helpful, but in this case, for this sort of movie, gore just didn't cut it. It was good gore, but it wasn't good enough. Well, what I'm trying to say is it wasn't good because the plot just wasn't good enough. You need to have a good reason to have, like, gore in a film, but this film just didn't seem like it was a good enough excuse. Okay. Well, there's really not much else to say because the release comes... Oh. The release. The release comes with an entire other film. Zombie 90 Extreme Pestilence. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Check out the next video.